Today we're going to be unboxing a Rolex Daytona. Hey everybody, and welcome back. This is your host Primo, and today we have something special. I consider these watches right now a chunk of gold. It is very tough to get your hands on a Rolex, and I would like to say it was my Rolex. Usually we say the fastest watch I've ever owned or the most expensive, whatever. Today I can't say that. This is actually a borrowed watch from my friend Damien, who was kind enough to let us get a watch that was specific to what we do here. So the big thing is we are car guys, and one of the things we do as car guys is we love racing, we love track stuff. We've been there a lot, so I wanted to make sure that we had something that was perfect to what we have, so what we do. And today we have a Rolex Cosmograph Daytona SS, model number right here on the side, RX1732. So this is something, if you're any kind of race car guy, you're anybody that likes the fast cars, and the thing is Rolex in general, it's just a car oriented kind of thing. It's given out as prizes because of its special and because of what it represents. So this is going to be a great unboxing today. So like I said, when he asked if I wanted to unbox it in one of our videos, I mean obviously being a Daytona, I can't say no to it. So that's the thing is now this unboxing, he's going to get to basically share it with everybody. But yeah, it was very exciting to get a hold of this, so I can't wait to share it with you guys, and let's take a look at it right now. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to slide this box off. The box is incredible. There is a little bit of a dash across the top here, so something was damaged in shipping maybe, but the box is pristine, and he takes care of all his stuff. So I'm going to try to take care of it as much as he takes care of it. I hope I'm that good. You flip it down, you actually see the Rolex and this amazing green case that comes with it. Amazing setup already, so I want to be very careful with it. We have all our pads and our things here, so I don't want to touch it, especially since it's not mine. So you be very careful with this box as we set it aside. So I mean, look at this case. It's amazing. It just goes to show the care and love that they take to put into their products and make sure that everything that they have is golden. So this is the moment of truth. I mean, it really isn't that much to it if you think about it, but it's such a magnificent moment. So there you go, Rolex. So the first thing you're going to see is this piece right here, and this was something I was educated on. With this is the kind of identification card for it. It's a little lanyard piece. It's two-sided, and it actually says superlative certified. So if you have a real Rolex, you're going to have one of these. It's going to have this little white card here on it, and the white card's going to have the designation, so the RX1732. It's also going to have the specific number that's associated with this watch. So it should always go with this watch when you're selling it, shipping it, anything. So if anybody tries to sell you one of these, make sure you have this. One thing that we won't be going over today is price. And the reason is that this really is a watch that if you have to ask, and not just because it's expensive, but because everybody out there right now who's trying to find Rolexes are having difficulties getting hold of them. And I've heard all sorts of crazy stories. This is something that, you know, if you have an opportunity to do something like this, you're at this point right now one of the rare few, which is why we have the protections we have. I feel like I'm opening a block of gold here. So yeah, so that's it. That is the amazing Rolex Daytona. I'm going to pull this out here. I'm going to try not to touch anything because I don't want to put any kind of stains on it. He takes amazing care of his watch, and I mean there's not even any oil or anything on it. Like if we plan to touch it, you know what I mean, I would put this with it and make sure I do it. But like I said, this is a watch that drivers drive, and that's the beauty of it. It is a pristine example of if you're a car guy, and especially when it comes to high-end exotic, the Daytona should be a staple in your collection. without a doubt. And it's just, there's not a lot to this, but the watch itself is incredible. I mean, the tagline for this alone says "Born to Race," so that should just tell you right there what kind of watch you're dealing with. This was made in the advertisement for it, says made for the demands of race car drivers. So this would be so one thing that I had to do is I like watches, but I'm definitely new to understanding them and going into especially the deeper stuff. This stuff is huge. It's something that people who want to know about watches know all the details, and it's stuff that I have to learn. So this is a 40 millimeter. It's an oyster. I believe it's an oyster steel. Somebody can correct me on that. The casing around it is a sapphire crystal glass. And the movement on it is a perpetual mechanical chronograph self-winding. So this is going to self-wind. If it's not wound, I believe the timing on it is around 24 hours that it will remain running and doing its thing. I believe it has stopped right now. So obviously it's probably been sitting around for a while before it was purchased. So that could be part of it too. But yeah, just a spectacular watch. And we'll get some close-ups here so you can really see the beauty of this thing and how it would go on anybody's watch. It takes everything within me right now not to take it off and put it on my arm and go, okay, so this is what it feels like. But that's anybody who has said in the past that if you're looking to purchase a watch, that the Rolex is just the diamond to go for. So, and like I said, the casing on it is amazing. Oh, and so one thing we got to go here, and I'm going to be really careful because this is inside the case. It's a very hard internal little area, like a secret gateway here. So here we go. Put this right over here so you can see it. We'll put that like that. So it'll be right in the dead center. I hope it's in the center of the camera. If the camera's not perfect today, we kind of rushed this, but I'm happy that we got to rush it. So I'm going to cover some of this up. But anyway, so this right here, it has the date of purchase. It has a little card. Everything's dated. It's going to have a warranty booklet inside of it. That's pretty neat. I'll turn that over because I don't want to show too much. It's one of those things of like, I don't think anybody's worried about seeing too much with like, too much with numbers and stuff like that, but you just never know. So here's the book that comes with it. So you purchase your first one. I'm barely going to move this so I can see it. Wearing the watch for the first time before being worn the first time, if it has a stopped, a Rolex watch must be wound manually. So there you go. A minimum of 25 turns is required. So yeah, see your book so you can know what you're doing here. I'll move that a little bit over. So Oyster Perpetual Cosmograph Daytona. And there's your superlative certified. One thing about this piece right here is that it has that recess in it, so it's going to glow. It's going to have a little sticker on it that's going to be, you put light to it and it shows that it's the real deal. So the book has a lot of instructions here, kind of how to push start. So if you can see the little push start things, I don't want to bend the book. Okay, so here's your watch band, so you can see how to put it on. One thing I love about this instruction booklet is how it has pictures, it has everything. We're very rush-oriented people, so being able to have something like this, we have to be able to take care of it. So thanks to Rolex expertise, your watch will require very little day-to-day care. That will not stop us from taking a lot of care. You can help preserve its luster by cleaning it occasionally with a microfiber cloth. You can also wash the case and bracelet from time to time using soapy water and a soft brush. After wearing a watch in the sea, it's important to rinse fresh water to remove any salt and sand deposits. Before cleaning your watch, always ensure that the crown is screwed down properly against the case to guarantee waterproofness. So this is a waterproof watch, by the way, and it has very little deviation. So if this watch is set and let go, it'll serve you for a long time. So I'm going to softly put this case back in here like so. So it looks nice and proper. So that's it. Rolex Cosmograph Daytona SS. RX 1732 model number. And what a watch it is. This was something I would Definitely want to wear anywhere I go. I don't see many things or many apparel items that it wouldn't go with. It's a Rolex. So it defies pretty much anything that would go against it. So there you go. Thank you guys for checking it out. That was very exhilarating. And I know it's weird because it's a watch, but it is quite the timepiece, quite the luxury piece. It's something that sets aside from any other watch. A lot of people would kind of say this is the king of watches, and I'm hard pressed to argue with them. It just has such a long and very long history when it comes, especially motorsports. I remember seeing Rolex being given out as an award for winning races for a very long time. So that's the thing, is I hope you guys enjoyed this boxing. Remember, we're going to have some more boxing in the future. I'm under the impression that this will not be the last Rolex that we see here. So take a look at it. Keep signed up. Make sure you like and subscribe. We're going to be talking more car talk, more watch talk. Going to get into everything from cigars to wine, you name it. We're going to have it here. So check it out. This is your host, Primo. Don't forget to check out these other videos. And as always, don't forget to drive.